males and a lot of females. Now I do believe if I removed the two with mooning at the far right now, as well as the parrot cichlid, the venustus, and maybe even the dinosaur bircher, I would get them to breed a lot better. But breeding is not my primary purpose. I just like the fish. I enjoy the fish. So now when it comes to selling them, I'm sure people would only want the wild caught Frontosa, which you can easily tell the difference from when you get up close to the tank. But I do love these fish, and look how much they've grown. If you go look at my other Frontosa video from about 8 months ago, these fish are massive now. I would say the smallest ones outside of the two that were bred and grew up in this tank are about 5.5 inches, and that is the females. Actually, the smallest female is the one who holds the eggs, which is crazy to me, but it's literally the smallest one. And you can see her right now. She's pretending to hold. She's kind of swimming a little bit funny, kind of looks like she has float, and you'll see her let air go sometimes. She doesn't have any eggs in her mouth. I pulled her out of the tank and tried to see, and I put her in a holding tank. It didn't work out. She does not have any eggs in her mouth, so don't let her fool you. She fooled me. But they'll do that often when they hold eggs. They'll still kind of hold them to term, even though there's nothing in their mouth. They may hold air for a few days. So that's what she's doing at this point. So I'm not really worried about anything being wrong with her right now. Now, if she continues to do this for the next couple of days, I might start to worry a little bit and may try to do like a salt treatment and put her in a holding tank. But as of right now, nothing to worry about. Now, I know some of you are going to be sticklers and say, why is there not anything else in the tank? Where is all the rock work? Texas Holy Rock, I have I have dead Texas Holy Rock that goes in this tank. I have a ton of it, over 100 pounds. It does sit in this tank most days. I was cleaning the tank this day, so I removed everything. So this tank does not look like this. It actually looks really weird, and the fish all have kind of a weird behavior right now. They're just swimming back and forth. But with the rock work in the tank, they all claim these little holes, and then they kind of fight. They fight over those claiming holes, and they don't fight often, but they will do it just a little bit. Just a little bit. They'll try to fight over the different hiding spots and things like that, because these fish do like to be in the dark. So I don't leave the lights on often. I'm actually going to get another one of these lights. It's a 48-inch Fluval light. It's an LED light. You can change the colors. You can make it do thunderstorms and stuff like that. The thunderstorm actually scares the fish. Frontosa are very skittish fish, especially if they're wild caught. So they just slam themselves against the acrylic, and I don't really want to do that. So I don't put it on the thunderstorm unless someone wants to see it that's come over, and I show them quickly and then I turn it back off, because I don't even know why that's a setting. I guess it was a cool setting to add, but I'm not going to use it. But I'm going to get a second LED light, the same exact one, so it stretches the full 8 foot of the tank. Now you can't see the full 8 feet in this frame. I have a 21 millimeter wide angle lens on my camera, and still it's not wide enough to capture the whole thing, because there's another tank about 5 feet in front of this one, and with that tank being there, I would need to be almost exactly where that tank sits. I would have to put the camera there to catch the entire tank. So it's 8 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. There are two Fluval, what are they, FX6 filters in this tank, so that's what's giving most of the water movement. You can see there's an older heater here to the far right, which looks disgusting. You know what, I never noticed that it had that orange tint to it that almost looks like rust, which is crazy because normally the tank's darker than this. I lit it for this video, but it doesn't stay this bright all the time. So I've never seen that color until I made the lights bright. So we're seeing this together for the first time. But again, I do want some help on rescaping this tank with the Texas Holy Rock. So I'll do a video and show you all of the Texas Holy Rock I have, as well as the other rock that I've put in there to make caves and things like that. I've had it scaped several times. I changed it a few different times. I made some caves. I made some different holes that they could swim through. I really want to make it more of something that looks good for pictures, something that's really aesthetic, but also something that makes the fish happy. So at the end of the day, even though I say it's my tank, it's actually the fish. It's the fish in the tank. It's their tank. So I used to have Oscars, and the funny thing about the Oscars is no matter how I escaped the tank, they would move stuff around and turn it into whatever they wanted to. So eventually I just gave up on trying to escape it like I wanted. I just decided the best ways to take care of this tank is to let them do their thing. So I would place things where I thought